Welcome to Three Ugly Mugs. How are we doing today post-Christmas, boys? I am John J. Murray. I am joined here with Johnny B. and Matt Fernandez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Johnny.
What's going on with you?
We were meeting up today, and Johnny had not responded in the chat, and I was like, I bet he's asleep.
He called it. He did. And I was like, let me text this idiot.
Yeah, my sleep got all jacked up because the day after Christmas, I filled in for the Mike Calta show, so I had to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
What time does that start? 6 a.m.?
Yeah. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a lot more of that in the future since I'm doing his hosting the Mike Calta after show. I'll be doing more filling in whenever he's on vacations and things like that, and which is great. This is awesome. You know, morning radio, number 17 market. I'm not going to really complain at all ever. That's a big opportunity. But it was Christmas. I got my son and his girlfriend come over, and it says a lot about my family. Every gift that we all got each other was liquor bottles, really. So. My son's like, oh, look, I got you the double oak, Woodford. And I was like, oh, that's a good bottle. Maybe we should have a little bit of it.
We should try it. Yeah. Why not? It's Christmas. That's the excuse for literally any terrible behavior as well. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
What would Jesus do? Honestly,
a little bit of cocaine.
He would go on a 3-day bender.
Yeah. This was during the few minutes he was alive. He'd probably have an old fashioned with his son, and not they ever had the chance to have one. But yeah,
Jesus did a Woodford, double Woodford when he was in the tomb for 3 days.
That's how he got out. He had pissed. He had to get out of that cave, dude. But so I did the morning show on about an hour and a half sleep, and then came home, took a shit nap, and then went back to the studio and did my show. And then last night, it was just when you're tired but you can't sleep type of deal.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. And then when I finally did go to sleep, I woke up 9 times to go to the bathroom because I'm a middle-aged mess. And then when I finally got some good REM sleep going, I get a text from Matt going, hey, jack off, where are you? And I'm like, hello.
You gotta wake up and
I'm sorry, but come on, man.
I get it. No.
Well, congratulations on the new gig, Johnny, and congratulations to Matt. We went up to Ocala last weekend.
Oh yeah,
and we filmed Matt's special.
Dude, yeah, I've been drunk since that night.
Oh yeah.
I woke up yesterday and I had the shakes, and I was like, I have to stop. And I'm not drinking today. I'm drinking a nice seltzer water. But yeah, dude, I had to stop. I've been drinking hard since that night, dude. But yeah, the show was great.
Yeah, you sold out the Marion Theater, and I went up cold. Had a really fun set. They were easy crowd. It's always an easy crowd there.
The room is such a softball.
Yeah, it's I really recommend it to every comedian.
Yeah.
If you're in a slump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like everything. I think I said horse cum 5 times on stage, and they were like, that's the best thing.
He knows about Ocala.
Yeah, he knows about Ocala.
We love horses and cum.
We love horse cum here in Ocala.
It turned into a Gallagher show. He just started sporting horse cum all over the front row. They got plastic sheets up.
I did tell them that they were in the splash zone and that I was going to pull my dick out a few times.
Oh, wow.
He can't go a fucking minute without talking about his horse cock.
I know. It's hard. And again, this audience was just like, we're on board with this.
They're like, whip it out, pussy, do it.
Yeah, do it, pussy. But yeah, we had fun. We got we were looking for a speakeasy, and we were so high that we were literally standing right next to it. It was
they're very hard to find.
It's too hard to find a speakeasy.
Yeah. But then we ended up finding a barbecue spot that was pretty good.
What was that place called? That was a solid barbecue spot.
Brick City.
Brick City. Yeah, that's
Brick
I
City,
think that's the
bitch.
nickname
Brick
for
City,
Ocala.
bitch.
That's exactly what I did. 150s all over them titties, bitch. I said that all night. Yep. And then we went back to the Airbnb and kept getting fucked up and finally crashed at
Yeah. So Ocala,
1 a.m.
Ocala was good to us, except
success.
for that weird little diner that didn't know how to cook eggs.
Oh, you're talking about the next day.
Yeah, the next day that diner wasn't great.
Wet eggs, bro.
It was just wet ass eggs. I
Not
ordered
even like
over-
soft, like wet. It was
Yeah.
gross.
Weird. Yeah.
The guy next to us ordered like over easy, and they came out and was like, "Are those even fucking cooked?"
Yeah. They were all jiggly. It was gross.
They're just boiling them to crack it. It's like,
Yeah.
I saw Bobby Flay poach an egg one time. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh no.
I mean, I could have gone back there and taught that guy how to fucking grill
Yeah.
eggs. But anyway, how was everybody? Your Christmas was good. You got drunk. My Christmas, my wife ended up getting sick. I had to cancel my Christmas party.
Oh.
Yeah, so
They ruin everything, dude.
I know, but I did get a lot of cool presents, so it was fun. And then I also got the new Indiana Jones game, and I thought it was a very satisfying game. You get to beat fascists with a wooden club, and just the sound effects as you like thump their skulls with the club, perfect. It's so
With the
good.
I got the new Call of Duty, so we're on the same wavelength, dude.
Just
I'm
killing
just
Nazis.
murdering bad guys. Yeah, man.
I don't have the reflexes anymore. Like I have, a new Xbox and all that, but I just play Madden because I'm pretty good at that. But the last couple times I played Call of Duty, it's been years. There's like 8-year-olds like quick scoping me from across the map, and I was getting like PTSD, like I was in real war. I was waking up in a fetal position, like and people are. They're screaming at me like, "Stop camping, you old dickhead!" I'm like, "I'm scared."
I was surprised how like easily I fell back into it. Like I'm not great or anything, but I do immediately mute everyone. Like I don't let people talk to me because I know what will happen.
The reason why I got so hard is because I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago they added like crossplay. So now it's like the kids with like the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
On there, and it's just so much faster with the mouse and keyboard.
They're too good.
If you're an old man on a console, you're just fucking dead. Yeah.
There needs to be a recreational division, and it has to be on a console, and you have to be over 30, right? And we need to have our own division, right? Because we have slower reflexes.
Yeah.
We have arthritis.
You have to be on the cusp of arthritis.
Yeah.
Cusp, motherfucker. I dealt poker for 21 years. You know what I mean? Like I'm almost like Clay from Sons of Anarchy. I'm like, shoot up my hands. I'm trying to get a UAV called in.
I love that's the hardest work Johnny's ever done that he referenced was dealing cards.
It sounds easy until you do it for a long, long time, and then your
you're doing if you do anything for 8 to 12 hours a day.
He's
you're
got
gonna
like
be
wide
fucked
receiver
up,
fingers.
I do, dude. I'm like I'm middle of like a big poker tournament, at the World Series, and I hurt my pinky. And I'm gonna cut it off like Ronnie Lott so I can finish the fucking river card. It's
Put some dirt in it.
Yeah, don't be a pussy. Doyle Brunson's here. He's watching. Yeah, it's tough. I saw speaking of Call of Duty, it's brought up. I saw a video yesterday. It was so brutal and so funny at the same time. This guy was like, it was a clip from another podcast. It was these fat nerds, and so we can relate. But this guy goes, "Yeah, my girlfriend just had her 4th abortion." And he said, we were leaving the abortion clinic, and there was a plane flying over our head. And I said, "Damn, you're on a kill streak. They're just called a UAV." Oh my god!
Good one.
Oh,
good.
That's actually a decent abortion joke. Yeah.
I know. It's hard to write one. I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, that's great.
Speaking of Chris, what are we drinking? I'm the only one drinking. I'm drinking a hazy IPA.
Way to go, bro. You're carrying us.
I'm
Thank
carrying
God,
the
dude.
entire show.
I feel like I'll develop a real problem if I don't stop. Plus, we're going to the Lightning game Sunday, and we have box seats, so we're going to be drinking for free.
Oh, look at that.
I got to even out.
Wow, yeah. Box drinking is a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Christmas Day, the NFL beat the living shit out of the NBA in ratings.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was by like 15 million difference.
And
or
it was
something?
like the Texans game was the Ravens Texans game was awful, and it still beat like the Golden State the Lakers Warriors game was awesome. It was it ended up being
24
like 113 to 115. It was a great game.
24
But
million
just
to 5 million. on
nobody
Christmas
watching.
Day. Yeah, nobody's watching it.
LeBron
It was
versus
actually a
Steph
good game.
Curry, and everyone was like, "No, let's watch the NFL blowout game."
Yeah, I mean that wasn't a great game.
No,
but,
it was terrible.
They're calling it the Beyonce Bowl because everybody liked her country music set.
Oh, I didn't even watch that, dude.
Yeah.
By the time it was a blowout, I was so fucking drunk. Like, it was hard to pay attention to anything.
Her halftime show was as boring as the game to me. I tried to watch it, and it was just like, okay, after like 3 minutes, it's just a bing bong bang bong bing bong bang bong bang, and I told my wife, I go, just mute it. I said, what she's wearing, very nice. I could watch this on mute, like it's like Britney Spears videos from 20 years ago. You just go mute that shit. Oh, this is awesome. You know, like
I went back to clubbing fascists.
Yeah.
for the
I mean, it's
halftime.
Beyonce and it's country music, so they're really two things that are just not for me.
Yeah. I mean, well, I guess everybody really liked I like country music, and I didn't really like that Beyonce
Not
album.
like, I don't like that pop country. I mean,
I
Chris,
don't like
Chris
pop
Stapleton
country.
and like bluesy country I can get
Yeah,
behind.
like bluesy. I'm
but
gonna kill a
Beyonce
cop
country is not my
country.
speed.
Yeah, outlaw.
Yeah.
type
she had
shit.
2 songs. She had like 2 okay songs on that whole album, and she had her remake of Jolene. I thought was kind of cool. You know, the Dolly Parton song.
I mean, that's just a great song. Yeah.
Because her husband legit fuck someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, we didn't know until recently that
Well, it's a
Beyonce
kid,
was
right?
not a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we know it was a 14-year-old.
Jolene's a weird name for a 14-year-old. Yeah. What are we doing? But no, that one and that Texas Hold'em song was kind of catchy, you know, but for like a month, and it was like, I've had enough. Okay. It's like, well, this ain't Texas. This ain't Hold'em. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Move
Woo!
on.
Everyone
Move on.
goes woo.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not really into it.
I enjoyed watching my wife dance around in the kitchen to it, and I'm like, all right, this is entertaining. I'll watch her do that. You know.
I'm totally for Kendrick Lamar coming back for the Super Bowl halftime show, though. That last one that he did was fucking on point.
I could have used less Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent and more Kendrick Lamar
Yeah, more Anderson
and
.Paak.
more Eminem. Yeah,
and more Eminem. Yeah.
You didn't like fat 50 hanging upside down,
hanging from like a bat from the fucking ceiling. What are you doing? This is weird as hell.
bro. Look at yourself. Look at gravity. I like it when they do the collabs with like all the different genres, though. Like, remember, you know, I'm gonna sound old again. Remember the good old days when
when they did Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, that was a good one.
That was sick.
Bruno Mars killed it, dude. Like,
He
I don't
did, he
care if
did.
you like his music or not. His halftime show was one of the top ones. It was really, really, really good.
It
Like,
was.
His personality is kind of annoying, but he's a very good performer.
I like now that I found out he's gotten arrested in Vegas a bunch of times for doing coke. I'm like, oh, so he's a party guy.
Oh,
Cool.
he's definitely
He's
a coke
fun.
guy,
He's a
yeah.
fun guy. He's a fun little guy.
Yeah, he's a fun little guy. Hey, how you doing, little guy?
he's a little pocket party, is what he is.
You got any blow on you, little fella?
Just throw him in a party and he fucking comes to life.
Yeah, you show up to a bachelor party and you just grab him out of your backpack. You go, look what I brought, buddy. Oh my God, he brought Bruno Mars. Oh, we're having a good time.
24 karat gold.
Yeah, that's great. You just start dancing with like 5 other little midgets behind him.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, he does have that whole crew of guys that all dress exactly the same as him.
He
Oh
did it.
yeah.
Does he have that in Vegas when he's out and about? Does he still bring that whole band with him and
Yeah.
then they just all dress
At
alike?
any time he could be like, give it to me 16 times. Burp, 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 burp.
And then Alvin Kamara and his group beat the shit out of him in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh, Pac-Man Jones shoots someone.
It's like Alvin Kamara's always ruining the party. God damn it. Yeah. Sorry, he'll get away with it.
So, what about the other? I missed the other Christmas game, but you guys didn't watch it either, did you?
I was too drunk.
Yeah.
No, I watched both because I got fucked on both the parlays I played on it. I'm on a 2-week bad streak, and I don't want to
spell.
I don't want to jump into a parlay
I'm
segment
on a
too early.
month-long bad streak, and that's why I did not gamble on Christmas. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a day off for Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right, let me tell you real quick, and we'll get to Matt's pathetic parlay later. But the one that, and this is why I want to never gamble again. Okay, so the Kansas City game, I said I'm going to stop doing like 6, 7, 8 leg parlays. I'm going to do something easy, something I know will win because I got to book a win. I got to stop the hemorrhaging here. So I did a 3-leg, and I did Xavier Worthy anytime. I almost went with the Laker from the 80s. I went with Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown. Patrick Mahomes to have 15 yards rushing, and Jonah Hill, not Jonah Hill. Who's the Noah Hall? Who's the fucking backup tight end?
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray.
Yeah.
You tell I just woke up. Jonah Hill's ass. No, Noah Gray.
Jonah Hill.
Dude, I'm fucked. No, I have a show to do tonight. Noah Gray to get 2 receptions. So in the first drive of the game, Patrick Mahomes scrambles for 12 yards. Okay, I need 3 more yards for him. Noah Gray gets a reception. Like after the very next play, I go, 1 more reception for him.
That's easy.
And then a touchdown pass to Worthy. I'm like, okay. So in the first 5 minutes, I got my touchdown taken care of. I need 1 more reception from the fucking backup tight end who's having a great year and 3 more rushing yards. And then I watched the entire game and none of those things happened. It was unbelievable. And it was a $15 bet to win like 186 or some bullshit. Nothing. I'm like, I got to delete every app. I just can't win. Jesus hates me.
Stop for a while.
It's unbelievable, dude. How does that not come through? At that point, I should have been minus 9 million to win that bet. It's like, I don't know what to do, man. And then I bet every game all weekend and lost every fucking thing.
Almost every bet, almost every parlay I've had in the past month has offered me like a decent early payout. Because it was like, and because it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want $75 now? And every single time it has not happened, and I have lost the bet.
Yeah, last weekend I did. I got every college playoff game correct because they were very easy picks, right?
Right.
But then I thought, just for fun, let's just throw in one NFL game there. So Pittsburgh always plays Baltimore really, really strong. For some reason, Baltimore never covers against Pittsburgh. So I go, well, let me just take Pittsburgh +7 and throw it in there because it's probably going to be a field goal game. They get blown out. I get every college game right, but because I threw stupid Pittsburgh in there, it ruined like a 7 leg parlay. And it's just, and I'm sitting in a La Quinta Inn in fucking Panama City watching a flat screen TV that's not HD for some reason. So I'm watching it with like fucking, I'm right up against the TV watching it in like 8-bit fucking little cube people.
Prime Uzbekistan technology.
You watched a Tecmo Bowl game.
Yeah.
How did we watch football before HD and enjoy it? I don't even understand. Like, it was horrible. I don't
even know how I saw the screen.
Sometimes they had to listen to it on the radio back in the day.
Yeah. Gene Deckerhoff would have been way better than because I remember I was watching the game and I'm like, is that Penn State? I have no idea. Who the fuck is on the TV?
What am I looking at?
And then I said, well, I'll watch it on my phone, but La Quinta Inn, it only has Wi-Fi if you're sitting on the counter at the front desk. That's the only time you have Wi-Fi. Because every time I went down to the desk to get the Wi-Fi fixed, I would open up my phone and this Jamaican lady's like, it's working on your phone. And I'm like, it wasn't up there. And the 3rd floor does not work up there, but it works down here. So I'll just fucking stay here. Why?
I'm going to poop down here then.
Yeah. Finally, she just goes, look, son, it's a 2-star hotel. And I'm like, you're right. My bad, dude.
Right.
Basically said, you're staying in a shithole, dude. Why don't you get the fuck out of here? All right. Why don't you
Stop bothering us.
And you're not paying.
This is what the club put you in. This is look at you, big headliner. Huh? Yeah, you fucking suck. Your buddy right now is at an Airbnb in Ocala at a sold-out show. You're performing for fucking 15 people at a brand new club in fucking Panama City. Enjoy your La Quinta Inn, dickhead. By the way, continental breakfast, it's food poisoning.
It's one pancake.
It's the wettest eggs you've ever seen.
Wet eggs.
Just wet eggs.
And it's not from water. That's a problem. They just lick them warm for you. Yeah, it was fine.
Let's move on to the Bucks game.
Yeah.
What went wrong? I mean, it was
Cooper Rush is obviously a generational talent.
yeah, I mean, wow.
Our defense is terrible.
Yeah, that's big.
Actually, they weren't terrible. If you look statistically, here's a problem. The first half they weren't great, but the second half they tightened it up. They only allowed 3 points in the second half. Here's a problem with the new rules in football. You kick the ball off, and they always get it at the 30. Now, if you got a fucking kicker that can kick 58-yarders like they're extra points, and they do for some goddamn reason. They have the best kicker in the league. It's not even close.
Yeah, he took over.
Aubrey is unbelievable. So here's I think he got 4 field goals. Every one of those field goals, I think they had three drives of 30 yards. So they started at 30. The defense held them to 30 yards. One time on 11 plays, they went 30 yards.
I was going to say they had the ball forever.
So it's how are you going to – you got to put up points, and that's the problem. That's what the Bucs did not do that we normally do is put up points. Dallas found out earlier in the day that they were eliminated from the playoffs. So instead of just showing up with their heads down and like sulking, they went out there with their fucking hair on fire. Did you see how hard they were hitting our players?
They hate fucked us. Yeah.
Dude, they almost killed Payne Durham. They almost killed Mike Evans. They were hitting like they were trying out for a little league team. They were fucking flying around. So yeah, it was
we got some shots in that fucking lick Vita Vea put on it too.
Well, Vita Vea was trying to
Vita
win.
Vea dropped into coverage for some reason.
Dude, that was so sick, dude.
That's hilarious.
When you got a guy 360 pounds and you go throw him into a zone, and then I saw the interview later with the defensive backs coach, and he goes, "Yeah, we had him covering the 2, which is the second read, which is usually a guy going over the middle, like a tight end or something like that." And he goes, "But Vita, for some reason, is fast enough and had the wherewithal to go cover the 3, which is a third read, and fucked him up like in open space, like a fucking 360, did a tackle that if a corner did it, you'd be like, that's a pretty good tackle, So
I mean, he's shockingly fast for his size.
I mean, it was good. So yeah, the first half it was bad tackling, really bad tackling, drop passes. Sterling Shepard, 4th down, drops a pass right in his chest. That turned the momentum of the game really, really bad for us. So we needed to beat a field goal kicker, and we didn't score enough points. And then it came down to the end. We were going to win this game, and a strip fumble, and the game's over. Like everybody in the world thought we were about to win that game. You got 2 minutes. You need 3 points.
That's what Baker always does. Is like 2 minutes. Yeah. That's fine. We'll score. No problem.
And he did his job. Baker played very well.
Baker was good.
Yeah. It fucking sucked, but. We got 2 more weeks, and we just got to win out and hope that Atlanta does some Atlanta shit, So
what does Mike Evans need for 1,000? He still needs like 190 something yards.
I think he needs 180. He needs like 182, so 91 yards.
He has to have a couple pretty good games.
Yeah,
one really good game. Yeah.
Good news, guys. Mike Evans, his best games in the history of his career are against the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. So he's had a 200-yard day against the Carolina Panthers. Yep. So if I had to make a wager, and I fucking will, because
I'm addicted.
I'm not gonna bet, guys. I've been losing too much, but I can't help it
because I'm a loser. So I'm gonna find a pawn shop that's open on a Sunday so I can get a bet in. So I never a problem when I lived in Vegas. They were always across the street from the casinos. It's like, just fucking see them, like old people crawl to the casino because they just pawn their wheelchair. No, if Mike Evans is going to have well over 100 yards, they're going to feed the shit out of Mike Evans, and they're going to do their best to cover him, but it's not going to work. I think in the first quarter, he doesn't make a lot of noise. I think you get McMillan getting those wide open passes. He's starting to catch on. He's starting to play well, but at the end of the day, we're favored by 7.5 against a team that plays us very, very tough. We're at home. They have to win. Like Todd Bowles, this is your job, dude. Like, you got to win these 2 games or you're not going to be our coach anymore. So they have to go balls out. Liam Cohen, he's playing for a head coaching job, so he can't falter in the last 2 games. This is for all the marbles. This game should be everything for the Bucs, so it should be the most entertaining 2 weeks for Bucs fans because you're playing the 2 shittiest teams in the league pretty much. I mean, did you see the Saints on Monday night? They didn't even want to be there, dude. They were like, what the fuck are we doing here? So they're done. You're done, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike Evans, if he needs 181 yards, I think he should cover 120, 130 of it easy. And then you got New Orleans, who has nobody left on the team. They're playing UPS drivers right now. They know they're fucking done. So I think Mike Evans is going to get it unless something freaky happens to him physically, which I hope does not happen.
He's got to have at least, I would say he would have to have at least 100 yards against the Panthers if he's going to make it.
Not a
It'll
problem.
be easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
He'll do it.
So Sunday against the Panthers, 1 p.m. I believe is what it said on the ticker.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's so that's what I wanted to talk about. Fucking Falcons. What are the last two Falcons games?
They have Sunday night football against the Washington Commanders. So
Okay.
there's a lot of interesting ways this could play out. So we need the Commanders to win, because then we're back, in a first place division, and we just got to beat the Saints and we win the division. Now, if the Commanders flop against the Atlanta Falcons, now we need the Commanders to lose the last game and we get the wild card spot. So but that's going to be a toughie, because the Commanders play the Dallas Cowboys in the last week of the season. So the Cowboys have already put CD Lamb on IR. So they're pretty much clocked out. They said we had our good game against the Bucks. So now we're going to slowly.
Thanks a lot.
We ruined their fucking year.
Yeah. So now we're just going to slowly Homer Simpson into the hedges until next season. So I don't like that outcome. I don't like that. We need it to be it's going to this rookie battle. It's the two rookie quarterbacks up against each other. Who's the better one? Blah 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 blah. The Commanders are a better team. Atlanta sucks balls. They beat the shit out of the Giants, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're back." No, the three of us could beat the Giants. All right, but easy. Like they're horrible. They're so fucking bad. Like they are so bad. They were our slump buster 4 weeks ago. Remember, we came out of the bye week and we're like, we haven't won in 4 games, and all of a sudden we just, oh hey Giants, thanks. We needed some pussy, and that's what we did. And then we rode that all the way to the Cowboys. And then we went fucking limp. But
not a good year for New York football at all.
When has there been in the last 10 years?
Not in my memory.
It's been a long time.
Not since the Eli Manning days.
Right.
Yeah, not since Michael Strahan. It's like watching this guy smile after every game, going, "Can he afford to fix that gap in his fucking teeth?" I guess.
Did you see the video of Mark Gastineau about to fight Brett Favre?
There's a whole documentary.
Because he Michael Strahan broke Mark Gastineau's sack record, and Brett Favre basically gave it to him. On the play, Brett Favre just falls down, so Michael Strahan can get the record. But Mark Gastineau confronts him at this weird fan event and just screaming in his face and about to punch Brett Favre. It was pretty awkward.
There's a whole documentary about the Jets defense. That clip that you saw, it's from this documentary. I just watched. It's 30 for 30, I think. And
no shit.
It's about the whole Jets defensive line. They were called the New York Sack Exchange, and it was like Joe Klecko, Gastineau. It was like all 4 of these defensive linemen were just fucking animals. And Gastineau was even back then, all the other 3 guys hated him because he was just this big ego they had to deal with. He never tried to tackle a running back. He only went after the quarterback every play. And that's why he got so many sacks, because play action never worked on Gastineau.
He was selfish.
Very selfish. And he was he would do these sack dances that just look like a douchebag trying to be cool, like a white guy trying to dance when he's drunk, and he's like, ah, and then he's telling everybody, I invented the sack dance. Okay, buddy. Yeah. So you watch
Michael Strahan to see what he has accomplished versus and now Gastineau's an asshole. Strahan is America's sweetheart. All right.
Oh yeah.
He hosts Good Morning America.
Good Morning America.
They retired his number in New York. You can't even have 92 anymore. He's in the Hall of Fame. And Mark Gastineau is just a fucking name lost to history.
Well, that's the thing that I do feel bad for Gastineau, and that's one of the things he pointed out in the documentary, is that he didn't get in the Hall of Fame.
No.
And Brett Favre basically took that from him, because if he was the leading sack, if he still had that record, that's a good argument for the writers who vote in the Hall of Fame every year. They go, well, fuck, man, we got to put Gastineau in. The guy has the sack record. He's had it since 1979.
Right.
But instead, they're like, oh, that guy he don't even have the sack record. And he's a fucking douchebag. No, we're not going to do that. So
he's a dick.
In his head,
TJ Watt broke it anyway. TJ Watt also got 22.5, so he would have broken it anyway.
Yeah, and it's just going to keep going up. These guys are super good at
they keep adding more games to the season.
Yeah, threaten to punch him.
God. Yeah, he wouldn't confront Strahan or Watt, but Favre, sure.
Yeah, no,
Favre's an asshole too. So
I'm sure in Gastineau's mind, he's probably thinking I would be hosting Good Morning America.
Just this greasy 60-year-old Italian man.
Yeah, no, you look. We can watch you.
And now it's time for the fucking weather.
You look like salami with a wig on. Get the fuck out of my face.
Hey, we don't want to hear about your fucking Nona's meatball recipe again. Yeah.
Don't you fucking tell me how to make the sauce.
Yeah, stop shaving garlic with a razor blade, you psychopath. It's the
Oh,
best way.
it melts in the pan, bro.
The best way.
Now's a good time to remind everybody to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including YouTube and Spotify. YouTube is at Three Ugly Mugs, at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa. So
Damn right. Do it. Don't be a jerk off.
please subscribe. And
please.
check us out on. We don't have a TikTok because Matt refuses to have a TikTok. He doesn't want it.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I mean, I don't want a TikTok, but it doesn't mean you guys can't have one.
Well, we just don't want any Chinese spies on this
I have a
podcast.
TikTok.
Okay?
Now look who's racist.
I like the Chinese people. As a matter of fact, I've eaten nothing but Chinese since Christmas. So
I, for one, welcome our future Chinese overlords.
I think we should do the show in Mandarin. You fucking assholes. How about
Yeah,
that?
we probably should.
You want to go viral? That's where all the viruses come from. Let's go.
So I have all these studio lights, and then I just got some neon signs, and they all show up with like they all show up with like USB plugs. They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you could just power this on your computer. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking plugging that into my computer. I don't know where the fuck this came from.
Dude, funny story about that. You know, I don't know where you get your glasses, John, but I order a lot of my frames and my glasses off the line, right? So
I
they're
do Warby Parker.
okay. Well,
So
I do
offline.
Yeah, I do. Zlul is a great website, not a sponsor, but if you want to be, you can be. And then like Zenny is another one. It's a little
Zinni,
cheaper.
I've done Zinni.
Yeah, well, I was ordering a lot of frames, 4 or 5 years ago, and now I have like 50 pairs of glasses, and I probably need new prescriptions at this point. But when COVID first popped off, right, I had ordered a pair of glasses before the pandemic popped off, because it takes like 6-7 weeks. It was before the lockdown. So
You're afraid the glasses were infected?
listen. Well, when it first popped off, we were washing our groceries off and shit. Like for the first month, nobody knew what.
I never did that shit.
Well,
No, I never did any of that.
well, everybody was confused. Like nobody knew what to do. Like even like the doctors were still like, we just be extra safe. We don't know what to do. And at the time, I was 100 pounds heavier, and on TV, they were like, "The fatter you are, the quicker you die." And I was like,
Oh, you're gonna die, fatty.
yeah. Like, don't even get near anybody, dude. You're gonna die. And then I get a package in the mail, and it's my glasses, and it's from Wuhan, China. That's where that's where the factory was. And I go, I put on gloves, and I picked up the box because I didn't want to touch the outside of the box. And I carry it in the house, and I go, I look at my wife, and I go, should this be in our house? And she goes, are you fucking dumb? And I go, I don't know. Should I leave it in the garage for like 4 days? Should I put it under infrared light? She goes, open the fucking box, you jack off. I don't know what to do. Yeah, dude, for like 4 months, I thought I was gonna die if anything touched me from anywhere. So, and then after a while, I was just like, dude, I'll make out with everybody. I don't give a shit, But yeah, I just thought it was funny. It was from Wuhan. I'm like,
Wuhan, China.
Yeah.
they built my glasses in the same lab. That they studied.
Yeah, this is from the Wuhan coronavirus research facility. Do you want to open this?
The guy's got a side project where he's building glasses and shit in the other room. He's like,
It's like, oh, this was packaged at the Wuhan wet market.
Yeah.
there's a little picture of a bat on it. And I was like, what are we doing?
I do remember those first 6 months. Like every week, there was a video of some random Chinese person just getting the shit kicked out of them, like
God.
walking down the street, all kinds of hate crimes. And then eventually, like they all phase their attention to our own government and just be like, "This is bullshit. Fuck you, Fauci." And Chinese people were like, "We're good."
Well, yeah, we had like it was like all the other races were forgot about for a while. It was like stop Asian hate, stop Asian hate, and then it was like then after a while, people are like, all right, well, there's how many of them are here, honestly, So
Yeah, I mean, well, that was what I was like. These people have been here for like well before
Yeah.
this fucking disease.
what's funny is like during 2020, it was like that's when everything hit, and then the corporations, they went over and like above and beyond, trying to like, hey guys, we love everybody. We're not racist. We're not just rich ass fucking, like billionaires. Like we love it. So it was like every other day it was like Pacific Islander Awareness Day. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What are we doing?
That's true. Now it's the Jews. Now you see, like, hey, leave the Jews alone.
Yeah, leave the Jews alone, guys. Chill the
Knock
fuck
it
out.
off.
Happy Hanukkah, by the way, to our chosen listeners.
Paragliding into their fucking raves.
Yeah. Happy Hanukkah. This is what, the second day of Hanukkah, I believe. So
That sounds right.
get the candles out. Yesterday was Kwanzaa. Yeah. Yesterday was Kwanzaa and Hanukkah, so there was multiple candle holidays at the same time. I think that's a first. I don't know if that's a first.
No.
But happy Kwanzaa.
No.
Happy Hanukkah.
Real quick, John. Can we talk about this?
I don't know what Kwanzaa is, so you're not going to get any argument from me on it because I have no.
I wonder if
candles.
wonder if the Jews decorate their secret tunnels.
We don't have sponsors. Listen,
We don't, and this is why.
listen to me, guys. Guys, listen to me. Get right here. Come here, you. Nobody celebrates Kwanzaa. Not one black person that you know celebrates Kwanzaa. Nobody knows what Kwanzaa is. All right? It was white people just trying to act like they care, and they started talking more about it. It was invented by a college professor in the 70s, and he's in prison now. Nobody celebrates it. All my black friends, they like Christmas. Some have a black Santa Claus, which I think is kind of cool. But they celebrate Christmas. Nobody knows what Kwanzaa is. Stop. Okay, I work for a media company. I walked into the lobby. There's an inflatable Kwanzaa fucking menorah thing in the
Thanks, Timu.
Nobody knows what it is. Stop.
I went to Marshall's to get a new shirt for Christmas, and they had an army of discount black Santas.
Oh no!
I almost bought like 3 of them because they were like $10 a piece.
Oh, that's fine.
And I think next year I'm gonna have a black Santa. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Isn't Santa just like? I'm pretty sure it's just like Odin. Isn't it like a? They just kind of transferred Odin.
Yeah,
so
it's
that
a
he could
made
be
up
part of Christmas.
It's a made up like deity or whatever.
Yeah,
guys, I hate to break this down to you, because we're all adults here, but Santa's not fucking real. Okay,
bull fucking shit. I seen it.
He
okay?
was a real guy. He
Yeah,
just
he
wasn't
was a
magical, Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he had some kind of magic.
Well, have you heard the whole backstory on why Christmas is so popular now and everything else? I saw like a little mini doc on it. It's pretty
Because of like Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, dude. Yeah. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah. So, and I'll break it down for the mother chuckers out there. So basically, Coca-Cola was not selling a lot of Coca-Cola in the wintertime, 100 and something years ago. I think it's like early 1900s. And fucking their marketing team got together and they're like, how do we sell more Coca-Cola in the wintertime? And they said, well, we need to take a holiday and just like make people want to drink Coca-Cola. So they went for Christmas. Christmas wasn't that big a deal. It was like Easter is now. Like you celebrate it, but it was more of
it's for Christian. It was for Christians.
A religious thing, and you didn't make a big deal of it. Like nobody decorates their yard for Easter now. So it was like, you had
kids would get one present,
Yeah, and you had like a Christmas tree, but it wasn't like the whole town went crazy or anything like that. So they took this Saint Nick, and then they kind of took this Kris Kringle, which, by the way, Kris Kringle was a thief. That was a chimney sweep that would go down into your chimney and then steal shit. They took both characters, kind of morphed them. Santa Claus, Saint Nick wasn't fat. They made him fat. And then the colors that he wears and everything, if you notice, it's Coca-Cola. They made him look like the marketing fucking fat guy for Coca-Cola. Then they started just posting all these ads, drink Coke Christmas, and they designed this whole marketing campaign, and it kind of snowballed.
As if having cocaine in it wasn't enough.
You just blew my mind by pointing out that Santa Claus is the same color as Coca-Cola.
Yep.
It was by design, Matt, and it fucking it's crazy, dude. They blew it up. So if you've noticed your entire life growing up, there's Coca-Cola ads. There's the polar bears.
Sure.
There's
the polar bears were huge when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So they made like Christmas what Christmas is. So yeah, and look, I I don't want to lean against it because I'm not even like religious at all, and I love Christmas. It's the best.
Yeah, I don't think God's real, and I think Christmas is so much fun.
Yeah.
Right. I like it when people are like, Jesus is the reason for the season. I go, dude, don't fuck up my
I don't
holiday.
give a fuck.
This,
Yeah.
right?
Consumerism is the reason for the season.
I like presents.
Buy me the new Call of Duty.
Please. So you guys,
now KFC's trying to do the same thing, and it's working. They're trying to do the same thing in Japan because Japan is celebrating Christmas now.
I thought you were going to say KFC's doing the same thing for Martin Luther King Day.
No,
I was like, where's this going, John?
no, you guys automatically think racism. No, Japanese people celebrate Christmas, but it's more like a Valentine's Day over there. So it's like you and your girl are celebrating Christmas and giving each other presents or whatever. So
And it's KFC?
KFC has started this campaign, and it's totally working. That they've made it a Christmas tradition for Japanese people to get KFC.
Nothing makes me want to fuck less than fried chicken and mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so they so they get so you order KFC and it gets delivered on Christmas and it comes with like a Colonel Sanders Santa commemorative plate or whatever, and you eat chicken and then fuck your girl and exchange presents.
The sweaty, just like grunty fuck session.
Hello, you reckon Christmas?
It took you 2 seconds to do the voice.
You need a chicken. Yeah, now go fucking fuck. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I like it. I'm in. Let's go to Japan.
Let's go to Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny B likes fucking and fried chicken.
I do. I like those things, but separately, not on the same night.
Not me. Same time, dude.
Not in front of the Colonel Santa Claus.
If I'm fucking, I'm having a nice salad or something light.
No, here's what I want. I want a fucking ninja dressed as Santa Claus in my bedroom. I want to bang my wife doggy style with a bucket of chicken on her back. And I just want to fucking eat and like fucking high five fucking Chinese or Japanese Santa Claus the whole time. He's like, "You're doing very well," you know. And I'm like, "Can you get me some biscuits?" It's like, "I'll be right back," you know. Like that sounds like a good fucking night. Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
All right, we just convinced Johnny to move to Japan.
I'm in, dude. Let's go. They love fat people there. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's true. They do. Like
do.
anyone that looks different than them, they treat like a fucking celebrity.
Sumo Society, dude. I'm Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Man, I walk through this fucking just 9 girls will jump on my fucking ding dong. It'd be like, oh, look who here. It'd be fucking great.
Next episode, Johnny's going to be wearing the sumo diaper, everybody.
How do you
Should
know I'm
have
not
a headband.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. I love the Japanese culture. It's great.
Before we move on to our final segments, you guys want to plug some upcoming shows?
Absolutely, yeah. You can go to johnnybcomedy.com and it has my schedule, and I got to update all that. But yeah, it's,
just go to mattfernandezworld.com and
check out johnjcomedy.com. My special is going to be screening January 12th in downtown Dunedin at the Dunedin International Film Festival. It's closing out the festival after the awards gala that I'm also hosting. So get your tickets for that. And I think the screening is actually going to be open to the public. I think that's the only movie that you don't need tickets for. So, come check it out at the Hob Brewing in downtown Dunedin. Also, January 4th, I got Ron Hortman coming to Jack Polino's Pizza. That dude is a fucking killer, and everybody loves him. So get your tickets to see Ron Hortman at Jack Polino's website.
There you go. January 9th, I'm doing a show in Winter Haven at the Laugh Out Lounge called the Filthy Four, Johnny B's Filthy Four. So it's going to be an extra dirty show. So if you want to come out and be offended, come on out. I think it's only like $12 for tickets online right now. You can go to Laugh Out. Laugh Out Lounge Comedy. Just go look it up. It's Laugh Out
like
Lounge.
LOL. Just look up Laugh Out Lounge.
Yeah,
but it's good. And then I got a lot of stuff coming up in January. So still booking out. If you'd like to book me for comedy, just reach out to me through the website. Also, my special, the original one has been delayed. So I'm going with a different thing now. I'm looking for a film crew with Down syndrome so I can have a special. I think nobody's done it before. And it'd be great just having a quarter of my face in most of the fucking frame.
it's just a close up of your mouth.
Yeah.
Let's put it like this.
Oh, shit. All right, let's see. January 15th, I'll be at the Tampa History Center. We're doing another series of History as a Joke. We're doing Gasparilla. So, we're going to talk about the history of Gasparilla, how that started.
And the history is,
We're
folks,
gonna,
it's
we're
just
gonna be
completely
we're gonna
made
be
up.
party. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking drunk.
Yeah, there's no history to Gasparilla.
Yeah,
It's
pirates
just
were
some
never.
made-up thing.
There were no pirates ever in Tampa. That's a lie. But it's fun. Let's have some fun. And then January 17th, I'm at the Palladium. We're doing the Storyteller show it's me and Jeff Klein and Kenny Garcia. And then January 30th, I'm back in Ocala opening for TJ Miller. And
Not at the Marion.
No,
though,
that's
the
at
big one.
the Riley Arts Center.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then January 8th, I have a dermatologist appointment. So
it's so good.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
my whole January calendar right
Can
there.
I see your moles? Can we see some moles real quick?
No.
Pretty happy for you. Yeah, I should have just pulled up my stupid calendar. Yeah, I got also the Union Hall in Lakeland on January 31st. Should be a pretty good show. I'm headlining there. So that's a fun little theater if you've never done it. So, yeah, all that stuff. I need more gigs. Holy shit. I'm doing daytime radio now, folks. If you listen to 102.5 The Bone, 10 a.m. to
Yes.
11 a.m. There you go.
Also looking for sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
God,
Sponsor us. Sponsor Johnny on
We'll
the
take-
radio.
we'll take
Do
notes.
both. You could actually sponsor our podcast and Johnny B on the radio.
You can be like, hey, let's talk about
Yeah.
the Jews, and I'll sponsor you, and then we'll
Yeah, we'll just
we'll
do
take that
whatever
into
you want.
consideration,
We'll talk about whatever the
or
fuck you
more
want.
talk about the Jews.
pay us, dude. We're
Yeah,
whores.
just pay us. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm all in. So, we want to do more shows at breweries. The three of us, Three Ugly Mutts
Yes.
comedy shows. It's how we
100%.
fund
yeah.
this
coming
whole
up in
podcast.
2025 for sure.
Yeah, so it'd be great. We want to do more of that. I have been reaching out to some more breweries and things like that. So, yeah, this is episode 16. So we're just babies. But hopefully by, episode 50, we're a full-grown podcast with a bunch of sponsors and
We'll
everybody's
be a real
talking.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, big swinging dicks.
We'll be a real boy someday.
With dicks
right
out.
now,
Horse cum.
it's horse cum. Right now, it's time for Matt's pathetic parlay. Sorry.
Sponsor us so we can get a producer.
Please.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I was on such a bender these past few days that I forgot that this was part of the show.
This is
So
part of the show.
I just put this together while we were sitting.
I was going to say, we should do a live one
But-
every week.
But I feel like I put together a pretty good one. This is $5, and it's plus 16,175.
Holy shit.
$5 will get you $813.
Wow.
And we got 4 legs. We got Mike Evans, anytime touchdown.
Okay.
And over 100 yards, because I do feel like he's going to just own the Panthers.
Easy.
And then we got T. Higgins to score 2 touchdowns against the Broncos, because I feel like Patrick Surtain is going to follow Jamar Chase, which will leave T. Higgins to really come and score a bunch of points. And then Jaden Daniels to score 2 touchdowns against the Falcons, because fuck the Falcons. And I think Jaden Daniels is way better than Michael Penix. So
You
those
mean running into touchdowns?
running in 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's $5. Well,
it can happen.
Yeah,
but
no, it's totally doable.
it's totally doable. I can see all of those things happening, but that's it's just
The least
let's-
likely would be the Jaden Daniels one will be the toughest, and that's fine. But I just wanted to. I just hate the Falcons. I hope they run all over them.
Yeah, I really hope you're right.
Yeah, and look, here's the thing I didn't talk about earlier too.
Go Commanders.
Go Commanders.
In the final week, the Falcons play the Carolina Panthers, and I don't know if you know this, but they're in our division. That might be the biggest rivalry. We don't see it because we're Bucks fans and we think we're rivals with all the teams in our division, which we are. But they're like, 3 hours apart, and as far as like location, so they hate each other. And Carolina has not
Oh
been.
yeah, the fans get on in fights at Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Chuba Hubbard, the running back for the Panthers, got Offensive Player of the Week last week. He had like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. So they can beat the Falcons. I mean, they can
for sure
beat them.
They've been on a decent little run.
Yeah, I mean, we have a problem with them tomorrow. Like, it's not gonna be a cakewalk. I mean, 7.5 point spread, but I'm nervous about that game. But the beauty of it is we get to play it at 1:00, and then we get to wait and watch Sunday Night Football and root for the Commanders against the Falcons. So that'll be fun. I should be broke by the time I bet all of Sunday.
I'll be at the Lightning game drinking for free, so that's how I'll cope if I don't hit any of my parlays.
Well, are you gonna do a lightning parlay since you're gonna be there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta do an executive box parlay.
I should, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I do way better with hockey. I don't know why. I mean, I did work for the Lightning.
I'll have to do some research.
I still have my credentials, so maybe I'll show up and wave at you from Media Row. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, just say that you're interviewing Matt. You're like, hey, I'm interviewing Matt as a fan, as part of the press, and then you could just walk into the executive box.
Free beer.
Yeah. I bet you could get away with it.
Yeah, dude. I'll just be like, I know him. Get out of the way.
Yeah, just be like, oh, he's interviewing me.
Yeah. I'm in a box. I'm obviously important.
I can go anywhere I want to. Like my media credentials get me in any. I can go into the Bartolo suite if I want to. Yeah, I can go anywhere. I just don't because it's weird. You know, if you're media and you just walk in and start eating fucking king crab legs with rich people,
start shouting horse cum.
Who's that guy who's eating all of our food?
He's wearing a blazer that's a size too small. He's eating crab legs. It's weird, dude. He's giggling like uncontrollably. He's covered in butter. Get him the fuck out of here. Yeah. That's why I don't do it, because you know me, I can't control myself around.
Yeah.
Like that.
Now, have you guys ever taken mushrooms and gone to the Lightning game? Now that's fun.
No.
Yeah, just a little bit of mushrooms.
I took mushrooms and went to Churchill Downs and bet on horse racing.
Oh, that's fun.
And I won $38, and you would have thought that I fucking struck gold. I was tripping so hard. I was just like, ah! No, I wasn't even able to make words. I was just screaming.
That is one of the
I sounded like a fucking autistic kid.
That is one of the things we were talking about when we were drunk after your special is going to Tampa Bay Downs. Johnny, you should come with us. We should make it a Three Ugly Mugs day of horse betting.
Okay. I used to work there, so I was there I was there for a lot of the big horse races and shit. It's wild. Even though
it's fun.
Yeah, even though like the Kentucky Derby is in Kentucky, if you go to like a local horse track and do the betting, people still dress up like they're at the Kentucky Derby, and it's packed in that place, and everybody's going
juleps.
I'm not going to do that, but I'll definitely go.
I'll wear a funny hat. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll wear a funny hat, take mushrooms, mint juleps.
The best I can do is a collared shirt. I'll wear a collared shirt.
I mean, I'm dressing as a horse, dude. I mean, I'm going all out, bro. Yeah. Me and
Dress as your favorite horse?
Yeah,
like
dude.
Who's a basketball
I'll be
player?
the ass of your horse.
Yeah, dude.
You be the front.
It'd be perfect. And I'll eat nothing but KFC the day before, so I'm nice and gassy.
Never mind. I'm out.
Yeah.
KFC is for lovers.
I quit.
You're on mushrooms, and in your head, you think it's part of like some nuclear war. You're like, they're gassing me again.
I think the season for that just started, and the weather's nice, so we should totally go out there and hang one day. I mean, even if it's not the Kentucky Derby, just go for the live ones. Yeah, like
where is it?
It's in Oldsmar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's out there.
Here, this will give it away. It's on Racetrack Road. So,
ooh, that's why they call it that.
that.
Holy fucking shit!
Weird. I know. I know. It's crazy.
All right. Well, I guess now it's time for our new fun segment. This is a sport. All right, this is a sport. I need to shorten these fucking intros.
Yeah, man. We could have played a game of something during the intro.
We could have played a game of we could have played a full round of Power Slap in that time.
I could have rode my hobby horse to the gig tonight.
Yeah, Johnny actually from last week's segment, Johnny actually found some hobby horses. I told you they still sold those.
Oh yeah, he sent pictures to the fucking group chat.
Publix, fucking Publix, and it's one of those things where you feel like you're in a simulation all the time. So like 2 days after we record the podcast, I'm in Publix picking up shit for for the weekend, and I look down, I go, first of all, I didn't know they had toys at all in Publix, but it's like a corner little fucking display, and it's like a little basket with hobby horses, and I go, and it's like unique ones like sharks and fucking unicorns, and I look at my wife,
Florida ones.
She doesn't listen to the podcast. She don't know what we talk about.
Why would she listen?
Exactly. I look at her like she knows like why I'm freaking. I go, would you look at this? And she's like,
Oh,
she's like, you like those? And I'm like,
You like hobby horses?
I'm like, babe, it's fucking hobby horses. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna cheat on you. I have to. I don't want to. I gotta cheat on you. And then she just grabbed a random dude and fucked him in the meat market or meat section. No, but I had explained to her we were talking about hobby horses on the podcast, and she's like, you should probably stop doing the podcast. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You'll see. It's all
gonna be
leading into things. You'll see.
It's gonna be fantastic. So this week on This is a fucking sport is ultimate. I don't even know the name of it. Yeah, I don't even fucking know the name of the segment. Yeah,
This is a segment.
I'm on a podcast right now. Really? I thought I was just hanging out in a group chat.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it's a ultimate taser ball, and it's spelled both ways. So this is kind of a defunct sport, and that is due to it being so hazardous to your
awesome.
So ultimate taser ball, it's a 4-on-4 on like a soccer field or a rugby field, but it's like a little bit smaller. It's more like the size of like arena soccer.
It needs to be
or something
a
like
lot
that.
of it smaller for me to play it. Just a lot of it smaller.
Yeah. Points are scored when a 24-inch ball is thrown or carried into the opponent's goal. So you could, like, you don't have to run like it's a touchdown or whatever. You can throw it, but it's just
That's a big-ass ball,
fucking
yeah.
ball, yeah. So the match consists of 3 7-minute periods. If either team fails to score in overtime in a tie situation, then they will play one-on-one with no time limit and unlimited shocking allowed. A single defender can inhibit the shock zone for any length of time, while any additional defender must only remain in this zone for no more than 3 seconds. Additionally, the only offensive player that can inhibit this zone must have possession of the ball. If a shock zone violation occurs, the possession of the ball will be turned over. The clock will stop, and the play will resume at the sound of the referee's whistle. Let's see. Each player will wear goggles, safety gear, whatever. Players may throw, toss, or roll the 24-inch ball. So you don't, like, if you drop it, it's not out of play.
Can we shorten the rules just like the intro? Because I think we just lost everybody way before goggles. Yeah.
So this is a game where you play, it's basically rugby with a giant fucking ball, and you defend instead of tackling. You shock the shit out of people.
It's rugby with a beach ball and tasers.
Yeah, it's
layman's terms. Our listeners can't be that smart.
That's
big
true.
ball, lasers, ow!
Let's take a fucking look before we get out of here. Here is some ultimate taser ball. Here's some tasing.
Holy shit!
Tasing, more tasing.
Oh my god, dude!
Cops have been playing this game with black people for years.
And the black people still got the advantage. They're so fast.
So this is what Mark Furman is doing now.
Oh my god!
Glad he's doing well for himself.
Yeah.
So you can like volleyball it too. You can just like hit it towards the goal.
They read them their Miranda rights during the coin toss.
These are all retired cops for sure.
It's like
Stop resisting. Listen, Jeff, it's a game. You don't have to yell that every time.
Is that a soccer ball? No, it's sock him, motherfucker. I said ground.
It's a big. That's a big fucking ball.
Dude, I love it, dude. I love this.
You can barely carry that, even if you're not getting tased.
I love that they're wearing goggles so you don't get tased in your eye. This is fucking great. I think.
So you can tackle too. You don't have to just tase. You
can run into.
You can hit
tackle.
people. Yeah.
You can run into them.
I think out of reflex, you should be able to punch them in the mouth too. Cause they're trying to tase you. Like I'm doing whatever I can not to get tased.
So yeah, unfortunately, no one plays it anymore. They did have a pro league, believe it or not, and that is now defunct.
I liked that it was all white guys playing because they were like,
there was one black guy.
They're like, the black people took all of our sports, so we're gonna take one of theirs.
We're gonna give each other regular heartbeats. We'll show them.
Everyone that played died of AFib.
Yeah, the MVP has AFib. He's like, I just want to thank my cardiologist and Jesus. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's a horrible sport, but I love it. I would definitely pay-per-view that. Like,
I would go to one of those games for sure.
yeah, put me in a luxury box for that one. I'll take mushrooms. That'd be great.
All right, well, let's get the fuck out of here and go take mushrooms, and we'll see everybody. I don't know if we'll record before the new year or not, so Happy New Year.
We'll try.
And let's throw our follows back up there again. Nope, that's the wrong fucking thing. Wish we had a producer.
Just end it. Just fucking shoot yourself in the head.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna end it.
I'm gonna go.
Bye, guys.
Bye.